Hello, 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 hello. Welcome back to another D&D night. Doing some Lost Mine of Phandelver crafting. It's a module that will eventually do. Even I don't know if I will do it for freaking my for the sweet tooth yet. For the but can ask the people if they want to do an easier module first before I do this one first instead of like Icewind Dale, so that they can, of course, learn how to play D&D and such. I done a little bit of work on this map while on my actual work actually. I don't think this was anything more here though. 7 is here for like. Hmm, hang on, we're gonna need to go into the module itself. Is storeroom and work area. Okay. Well, where's the store against the wall? Okay. Okay. Yeah. One there is a secret door here to area 12, and the other leads to area like 6 here. Well, the corridor that has, but this is a locked door, so. So the only thing here is this Nothic. And there's also a spell scroll of augury. I wonder if they changed augury for 2024. Is that version of augury is 2014 one? Augury. Nej, augury. Augury. This one. Okay. Seen from an otherworldly entity about the result of a course of act that you were planned. Okay. Essentially, if you cast this as a ritual, you can like within 30 minutes or so, they can like essentially free ask the DM if they think something gonna happen, and they can answer truthfully, like good and bad, or like neither. Okay, like 25% of no answer before cumulative. I think that's like 25, then 50, then or something. I don't know. I have trouble with the word cumulative. So, knowledge domain clerics get it automatically, always prepared, without having to pick it up at all. Otherwise, regular clerics have to pick it up if you aren't of that subclass. druids and wizards can also have it, besides the Illrigger thing. Okay. This is essentially, hey, you get a freaking free axe to GM if they think a particular thing they do is gonna succeed or not, and then essentially the GM can just use one of the gods in the verse to well do a spooky little answer there. Because that's how the spell works, that they have to tell, regardless if they want to or not, because what they planned. Number 9 is this place down here. So, here. It's guard barracks, okay. Hey, goblin slave. Treat a freaking goblin like a dog. Man, that's a rough, man. A bugbear. And we also need a goblin warrior. A goblin. Whoop. Although this one wouldn't want to fight, they say, but go. And he's easy as a goblin. General goblin. Yeah. So hmm. Let's just do this for now. Remove, and then gonna add. Well, not add, but there we go. You I want to add. Well, The roof, I said. Here we go. Yeah, so I need to also do my little background jazz. Oh yeah. Free was in here. So Bugbear Warrior 1, 2, 3 Channeler. Goblin Warrior. There you go. Swagen, Fire Newts and next thing I do need is here. So this is a common room. Turning acrimonious. You're poisoned, nice. Deception for them if they try to blend in. Ooh. And there are 4 ruffians in here. So, red brand 1, 2, 3, 4. Since I can't check that one yet, Not until I buy it, and I can't do that until 2 weeks. At least. It's gonna drink some water though, cause holy shit, it's warm. We should worship. Let's do it. Okay. Okay. No, oh, wait. This to lost move. Ooh, 40 spells. Yeah, nice. What? Yeah, we did horse and nose, a channel and bind. Okay, for the spells. Foundulin. Okay. Oh, for the auction. Ooh, nice. Okay. Okay, yeah. him we do need. Maybe shield. The spice bath. Huh. Probably I guess need to no material components in as well. Nice, nice. But no real good things. I can still add him though. Because I will need definitely and set it as a token. Do, do, do. Oh, yeah. Red brands. Oh, it's also Lightbringer. Essentially, you can it's just a regular message, but more damage, and essentially can glow like a torch. And when it does, it does more damage against undead. expensive. Okay, yes. And he was an evil mage. Yeah. He's that plus that he has a staff of defense. Plus that he has the staff of defense as well, which is from this module. So he would have 13 in a base, but he would have 13 plus dex mod plus 2 then, so 15. He would have with mage armor, and he would then shield if it gets to 20. But 13 is his base with not using anything. Okay. Question is, let's. What can I do? I think I can do Ruins of Thunder Tree and Cragmore Castle. So I don't need that anymore. Thunder Tree, I have that map here. Scenes for that is on the last one, Phandelver. I know where it is, but I'm just gonna show you the adventure map. So essentially, first chapter is essentially on the road from here. This find the cave, get ambushed, find the cave, free the friend. What do we call it? Cedar Hallwinter, I think his name was. Yeah, Cedar Hallwinter. Ruins of. And then you go to Phandalin, where you spend a chapter getting the Redbrand's handout and such, and Ice Bay Peak, which is the baseline of another adventure module. There's a dragon there. The dragon of Ice by Peak. Was not the baseline of this adventure. It's a lot of roads and trails and such. Yes, the two of us. So there's a lot of like places they can go to. So if for example, the Cragmore Castle is here, and Agathos Lea is here, right next to Conberry. So we Waven Tour, he's here, and Waven Cave is hidden here, which of course the players don't know. And the hideout itself is here, that they go through on the road to Phandalin, which is here then. Nah. Let's see here. Oop. More hideout. Nah, There we go. No, that wasn't good. There we go. That's the Thunder Tree it was. Huh. I need to add it then. I haven't. I thought I did. Apparently I did not. Well. And Ruins of Thunder Tree. One square is supposed to be 10 feet then, okay. What is, how large is the squares now? I wonder, let's see here then. They're about 5 squares, so double this. Okay, so 240 should be double. And unlock. Not fully. Wait, 280 if it was 140. Yeah, about. Still a little bit more. 290. $300 then. Let's see. I think this might have to do. So lock it in. For now at least. Let's see then. This is at least a lot of easier. To draw in. Than most. Oh wait, that means to be cutting fog right now. There you go. open this door. I don't know if how intact these walls are, but I'm gonna take a guess that mostly, even if they're sort of in ruins, they haven't collapsed, at least. That's the presumption I'm gonna work under here. There we go. Here we. No. Open here and there. And I'm gonna do it on the inside as well over here, since we don't want to have the players going through walls they're not supposed to go through. There we go. Walls here, well, not walls, doors. Listen from the enemies, not the friends. Cities learn the lessons of building high walls. Door there, door here. Oop. There we go. Well. And another here. There we go. There is soda. You didn't take as long as I thought you did. I hope that your nanny got the help she needed. I'm gonna, as soon as I end the stream, I can get you an Abra to help you with the fighting type gym. Cause I didn't struggle with it, but I had the proper levels and had a lot of Pokemon that I knew were gonna help. You only have Murkrow. I think though, trying to think or remember, I think fighting type also has the weakness of fairy type. So if you have fairy type moves in your team somewhere that is offensive, you might be able to also beat her. She's tough. I mean, sort of tough. And now I'm in doing D&D campaign, new thing here. Yeah, you probably also need it to train everyone, so you can last a long time. I mean, I had both freaking Kadabra and Staraptor. No, not Staraptor, but at that point, Staravia I would have had. Uh, and Staravia and Kadabra. So I think you Murkrow is good, mind you, for that gym. You only need maybe a psychic type. The problem with like Abra in every game Abra's in, by the way, is not just this one. Abra is a pain to catch. You only get the one chance, and then it teleports away. Where it's at, and you then have to backtrack to where it's at if you want an Abra the normal way. So by that point, it's better for me to just breed my Alakazam and trade you one. Also, Misdreavus should be at the tower thing at the town. The breeders are Pokemon that you can breed Pokemon and like level them up while leaving in the daycare. That town. Right before that is the tower, and once you ascend it, you get strength, which you can't use until you get to the fifth gym. But it's a good use for like to get it, and also catch yourself a ghost type if you like don't have a ghost type or want a ghost type in your team. I don't have one. I can have one because I have evolved a certain Pokemon that's turned into a ghost type upon its evolution. So I can have a ghost type in my team. It's right. Also in that town, there's one other thing. So before you go up to like the Moo Cafe or whatever, where the psychic ducks are, where you can buy Moo milks in the cafe, yes, and also like battle up a couple of trainers. Um, you can. What was I gonna say? Right before you go up to that part, instead of going up in Solation Town, go right, because there's ruins there you can explore and pick up a lot of items, and also catch unknown. If you if you just want to see an unknown for your Pokédex entry, I guess that's Soda. I think that's Soda. That's just a giant boar right now. And if it's Soda, okay, try to log in and sign in through your mail. I don't know if you can or not. It's random names, but you can change the name whenever. I figure it was you, Keiki. Admit. Which I can also promote you from this side of things to GM, because you can now then see where I put fog. Usually in this, when you make new names, you a lot of times you get random like monster names. So a giant boar is of course a thing in D&D. I mean, you should be using the same mail you used for the normal thing, though. The normal Google. I don't know if you use a different mail for that tablet, though, or not. You're in now, though, so you can still help me. I think. I don't know how much you can help me from tablet, but I think you should be able to help. Door there and door here. Dink, dink, and dink. Because then they can't go through walls here. They can also make doors here and here. But I think you can also sign in with like the mail you use for the regular when you're on the computer. But I don't know if this tablet uses another mail or anything. But you're in here now. That's important. What's important to me. You're here to join me. That's me trying to figure out. No, you haven't said anything new. That's me trying to figure out if I missed something. And open a door here and open a door here. It's easier. Okay, okay. I mean, if you find it easier, I'm good with it. Whatever is easier for you. I'm gonna do a little door here and also do a little double thing here, a little double take, so that they don't try to go in through the walls of the outside. Yes, every building should be foggy, and every like entrance, like the doors and things, should have a door. At least for now. They was good. Touchscreen is pretty good. I mean, and you can at least also help through this. Where you got in double. Now I have to update so you aren't double on my screen. Loading scene. Why are it struggling? It shouldn't struggle. There we go. Well, it's pretty funny. I mean, it's half day thing. Played a lot of underground and such, and caught a lot of legendaries today. Like two of the Reggie golems, because I already caught one before, and then like went up to Snow Point with all three Reggie Rock, Reggie Steel, and Reggie Ice in my party to like place them in front of Reggie Gigas to be ordered to like battle it and catch it. I see you doing through like I'm gonna help you here because I need like a through every, but it's hard to do to draw. Is it really hard to draw when it looks like this, isn't it? This is really hard when it's like borders like this. I wanted like one fell swoop sort of thing, but it's hard to do with the polygon sometimes. It's really hard to do. But just keep on practicing though. Because the polygon isn't as obvious. Because sometimes it doesn't wanna work in the way I want it either. So it's really hard to make it work 100% sort of thing. That was the Pokemon thing. Did I finish? Just gonna draw the doors and back. Door here. It's hard, isn't it, to do it? Because you sort of like, it depends on where you want to do it. For example, but it's sort of like, this is a good way to also practice how to do the fog, because it takes practice to do it good, and this is also a good way to like take it easy and take it by your own pace. But it doesn't always want to work the way we want it to work, so it's sort of like I have to choose points sort of. I'm gonna make a door here, and then I have to redo my inner wall here so they don't attempt to walk through walls they're not supposed to be able to walk through. So here, door again. Open the doors because they are meant to be able to see and walk through here. Let's see how it works. Ooh. Oh, there I saw Soda doing something. Oh, you're doing that. Understood. Wait. No, now I did it wrong. Just see, like it's hard to do it correctly even for me. So, I'm not blaming you to like, cause it's I want it a particular way, but it's super hard to make it correctly without it like mucking up. And I imagine it's way also super hard on tablet. Yeah, you do the easier ones first. I do this one. Don't worry about it, because it takes practice. And I bet it's a little bit harder on tablet. Even if you say it's easier, in my head it's harder. One here, door, one door there. Someone like you means hard to live without. Someone. We like 3 buildings left now, and then we're gonna essentially go by building in this module to see what each place have, because everything here has different things in them, or is described different. Even if every building doesn't have like monsters in them, they're described in the module in some way. Is that a door? A window? Probably a window, so it's not a door that someone can go through. But here, it's like an old door. And also inside the house, because again, we don't want the place to be able to walk through walls they're not supposed to be able to walk through, because that's not realistic. Be able to walk through walls. I'm sorry. And you also managed to make doors as well on tablet. That's good. Gonna also do a little layer of outside so that again they don't walk through walls. They're not being able to. You did a door on tablet as well, which wouldn't be as easy as I would have imagined. I mean, it's hard enough doing a wall, a door on regular. So I didn't know how to do it through like the tablet. So I'm glad you managed to do it. I'm always happy with you. Just you being here makes me happy. 'Cause I'm happy below, feeling you. Happiness is the truth. Come along if you know what happiness is for you. Yay for easier. I mean, I'm happy to try to like explain it and stuff more, or try to like figure out a better way to explain it if you want for PC. But most of the time, when it comes to everything, when the fog of war or like placing doors like this, it's just practice doing it essentially. No, we don't. Well, hmm. I just gonna do a little. Wait, if I can, I can. There we go. Cause there we go. Cause then we can just cut out the name and like this like information thing they need, and also the this. There we are. Yeah, they're not to be able going to be able to see the whole village as a whole. Is a ruined kind of wall, intact wall, doors, brush. But the place they see is where players gonna drop their characters. By the way, so that this is a module that I can run for Sweet Tooth if you like. If I go back and do a campaign, this is a because essentially if I can either do this, which is a beginner friendly module from 1 to 5, and then do the Icewind Dale campaign, or we can just do a really long one, the Icewind Dale, which is a really long campaign. Uh, the people boinking on me Discord. So that's cool. Since it's your Discord. Let's begin then. Come on, just stop bleeping at me. I'm trying to concentrate. Doing stuff. Create new ruins of a thunder tree. Near this place where the Neverwinter River merges. It was prosperous community of the forest, wealth from the trappers. Okay, 30 years ago, the eruption of Mount Hout now. No devastating. In the wake of a plague of strange zombies swept on the area. Okay, killing or drawing off those who survived. Yeah. So, essentially, we're going to go go side by side here. So the open doorway here. Two twig lights exists. And I have twig lights. I did make twig lights. Oop. Pokey catch. Like I said, though, I'm going to try to breed my Alakazam for you, so that you can get an Abra, unless you caught one already. Have you ever? Well, you're going to use Murkrow as a flying type. I guess you have no intention of catching and raising a Starly and do the Staraptor line. I don't remember, but your Luxio, does it have rivalry? Or does it have intimidate, like my Luxray? Because it can either have rivalry or intimidate as its ability. Starly is good, especially when it's fully evolved into Staraptor. It's really, really good. I promise you, it's good. So if you don't want Hunchcrow, as a flying type, Staraptor is really good. So it's up to you, of course, if you want Hunchcrow or Staraptor in your playthrough. Is the So you could either do Staraptor or Hunchcrow as a flying type. Because, well, Staravia to evolve it and be around the level you where you need it, but it's really good. I've served me up until now, and it's over 70, so that's why I'm here, though, Soda, to help you with tips and tricks when you're not used to like playing Pokemon like strategically, like I do. Well, I say strategically. I haven't. I'm don't fully use everything strategically, but I know a lot of Pokemon regardless. So you're good with Murkrow. You just need to level it up a few. Same with your other Pokemon. But for Luxio or Shinx or Luxio, I would recommend it to have Intimidate rather than Rivalry if you have Rivalry, because I don't like Rivalry as an ability that much, but that's just me. Because lowering an opponent's attack points is pretty good in my opinion. Because I don't remember what Rivalry even does. If I'm being honest. But this is also why I want to help you with trying to give you tips and tricks of what helps in this generation. But then it's also up to you what you want to build on your team to like. Because even if you like don't have the best Pokemon for each gym, you can still make a decent team and like come back in other ways. I think so, if I remember correctly, maybe, but I'm not super sure. That's why I didn't say because I wasn't super sure. I mean, because it's very situational. Essentially, if I remember correctly, it only gains attack if the opponent's Pokemon is of the same gender as your Luxio, or when it gets sent out. So it's very situational. And also it depends on the nature of your Pokemon, because, I mean, attack might doesn't even matter depending on the nature of your Luxio. It can just like have an increased special attack and decrease attack or something, and then it's sort of like useless having higher attack for that case. So you need to check a lot of things like that. I mean, you should. Take for like an electric type like Luxio then. It only has one weakness, and that's ground types. But it's like super effective against flying and water types. But it can't hit a ground type, for example. So, so it can't hit an Onyx with an electric type move. But it gets higher at hits if you do, like same type of attack bonus if it does an electric type moves. But so some Pokemon, even if they're water types, have a dual typing of ground type, like Whiscash, for example, or Quagsire. So you can't hit them with electric type moves, but they take even more damage against, like for example, grass types. Quagsire and Whiscash are water and ground. So electric types does super effective against water and flying types, but total and it does nothing against ground types. Like for example an Onyx or like that are dual rock and ground, but so it can hit a rock type, but it can't hit a ground type. So that's why, for example, take Larvitar, Pupitar, and Tyranitar, that evolution line. In Larvitar and Pupitar state, they both are rock and ground. But when Pupitar evolves into Tyranitar, it loses the ground type and switches it to a dark type. So it loses the immunity to electric types, but it gains an immunity to psychic types instead. But it then gets like really a lot of weaknesses, 4 times the weakness, for example, like against fighting types, for example. And ground type moves is also really good against it, for example. You shouldn't get me talking about Pokemon because I will go on forever talking about Pokemon. Blinding cottages. These ruined disciples. Got to look at a well of forms in time. Okay, older. I mean, I can learn you a lot of Pokemon. So like here between them, six of well, uh, well, wait, yeah, I need one up here. And add one to initiative. Twig blights. This is essentially when I also need the time, like help duplicating and stuff. And you can also actually get the same map as me on D&D Beyond, because you have access to everything I have access to on D&D Beyond, because am sharing them with you on the campaign. So you can physically see see everything on every module ever, essentially. Not that you need to now though, but it's a tip for when you are on the PC, that you can read a lot of things. That I got access to 6 tweet lights. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three. So we can do this, and duplicate, because then we can. I like Pokemon, but as soon as I'm done with this stream, soon I'm going to turn on my Switch to breed my Alakazam for an egg, so you can get an Arbor and hatch it. Also remember to hatch my Piplup, so you can then get whatever moves it was on Piplup that are available to it when it got breeded. I don't remember what moveset I had on Piplup currently. Number 3 is the house up here. What do you mean, oops? What do you do that demanded an oops? I don't mind giving you Pokemon and trading you. Free have is the brown horse. Was a tavern apparently. So this is where essentially there are a lot of don't worry about it. I mean, it's easy to hatch an egg. You just go back and forth forever until it hatches. It just takes time. It's what is annoying about eggs. It's depending on what Pokemon it is. It can take forever. I mean, I got an egg on when I was on Iron Island, which is a place you can go to when you get to Canalave City. You can train there before going to gym number 6. So, but if you do the whole Iron Island and go through the dungeon and help Riley, I think it is, you essentially he will give you an egg that will hatch into Riolu, which is of course what evolves into Lucario. So it's a good way to, you know, if you don't have a fighting type already and want a fighting type, a fighting type that's a fighting steel type, that's your might be your choice because Lucario is really good. It's just okay. Druid's Watch. So it's this place. But I know Piplup at least learns Peck. That two on for an alternative version of flying type moves. So it learns some, but might be also a good way to have a water type on your team if you haven't got one already that you want to like. Because Piplup and the evolution line is way better than freaking Barbarrel, which is used to only be there to be like an Asian slave back in the day, and now that you don't even use it for that, Barbarrel is sort of just whack and not used for much. Especially with freaking gym number 3, considering it's a fighting type gym, it has disadvantage in a fighting type gym. It's super fighting type is super effective against normal types. So it's sort of like it's not supposed to be there. It's sort of maybe as an for Gym 6, but by then you should be able to have freaking people up and evolve that. So, or you can use what I had. I had a Pokemon that I used and evolved for that gym, a Roserade. I haven't used since, by the way. I only used it for gym number 4 and gym number 6. Uh, well, but I must say I've been really good with naming Pokemon in this playthrough because I didn't used to before. Don't worry about getting lost, by the way, Soda, because I will tell you again and sort of like tell you again until sort of like boink it into your head so you learn it. Because it's like with D&D, it's way too much knowledge to absorb in one go. You sort of need the like more multiple goes of learning. I I never done that before either, cause I sucked at like with like imagination and stuff. But this time I decided let's do it with every so I mean I I'm gonna help you regardless because the more you play, the more you sort of like all the strategic ideas get into your head. Like the more you play, the more you get to thinking, like chess and everything else. Like because it's strategic. Two more. Yksi, kaksi, kolme, sauna. Vi ska vara bastu, bastu. Ångar på Treppalträs sida. Bastubröder är vi som glöder 100 grader noja. Vi ska vara bastu, bastu. I'm teasing you a little bit. I'm teasing you a little bit. Yeah, I know. I did it to tease you to sing it. Marked 6, okay. Which is just this one, okay. Okay. Maybe. Sorry. I don't have a web graphic. Uh, web. I did it on purpose because I knew you liked the song and I knew you were going to like start singing it if I started doing that. So I mean, I'm very good at having like songs getting stuck in people's heads. So tick tick tack, orkar du? 90 grader i nästan. Nej, kaxig kommer sauna. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm good with making things stuck, getting stuck in people's head. Uh, 1, 2, twig lights. Copy this. Gus. Hide. Add. I am sailing. I am sailing home again. Across the sea. I am sailing stormy waters to be near you, to be free. I am flying, I am flying like a bird across the sea. I am flying, passing high clouds to be near you, to be free. The 7, 8. It's an old smithy that has 2 ash zombies. Wait. Young green dragon. Which is challenge rating 8. It's like it's really strong for the adventure, which considering it's meant to go to level 5. So and they like facing it, a green dragon for like in like 3 or 4. So it's like super freaking difficult. And water, so 3 rand attacks or a breath, poison breath. So 30-foot cone and they take 42 damage if they. But I'm just gonna add the 2 ash zombies before I forget. I'm gonna leave it here for today because I still wanna play some Pokemon before I say goodbye for today's. But I'll lay myself on the bed and play some Pokemon. So I'm gonna say goodbye for today, and I will be back on Saturday with something. I don't know what yet. Probably Return to Moria, or if Soda wants to play with something with me on Saturday, it's gonna be that Soda wants to play with me. But as it looks like right now, it's Return to Moria, gathering resources and such. And gonna see if Soda is available on Saturday to play with me. Anyway, I'm gonna see you guys on Saturday. Bye for now, people, and I will see you tomorrow, Soda, on your stream, hopefully. Okay, Soda, I don't need to play with you, but I'm going to help you with making the breeding of an Abra for you. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed and stuff. No, it takes a time to create the egg, but you can hatch your egg if you want. Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. Bye everyone. Bye bye bye.